I do not know where to start when it comes to the Netflix Yu Hakusho series. It's one of the weirdest adaptations I've ever seen. So, full disclosure, one of my favorite animes of all time is Yu Hakusho. Like, I grew up on Dragon Ball Z. I checked out Sailor Moon. I loved Ronin Warriors, but when it comes to a series that just truly stuck with me is Yu Hakusho. It's a beautiful tale of friendship, using friendship to overcome obstacles. It just has a lot of great themes in it, and it's headlined by four great characters with Yusuke, Kurama, Kuwabara, and Hiei. And they're four legitimate badasses too. So about a year ago, maybe when I found out that Netflix was making a Yu Yu Hakusho television series, it was met with some trepidation by me. Honestly, like I saw the Death Note adaptation. We really don't like to talk about that online. Um, and I was just, it was strange. Then One Piece happened, and I've seen a little bit of One Piece. I don't really know a lot about the anime, but it gave me hope for Yu Yu Hakusho. And that's where things get weird once I started watching the show. The first thing I want to understand is, why is this limited to 5 episodes? Anybody who's seen Yu Yu Hakusho knows that this show is packed with a lot of themes, a lot of action, and the intricacies within the story. I mean, you could have multiple seasons just on one or two story arcs. Like, it's very in depth. Imagine my surprise when I fired this show up on Netflix and I see it's only 5 episodes. Like, I was immediately concerned, and most of my concern was warranted. So I'll go ahead and get into the things that they got wrong. They tried to cram too much story into 5 episodes. It's unfair to the source material. It's really unfair to the fans and the audience who have been looking forward to this. It just really should have, done less. And maybe it's because they didn't know if they were coming back for another season. I don't know. But less is more in this situation. I really wish that they would have cut it off maybe at the first two story arcs instead of trying to cram all the bigger stuff into one story. It really comes to the expense of the protagonist, Yusuke, and the main antagonist in the show, Toguro. Toguro is probably one of the best shonen villains of all time, and his whole story arc gets cheapened here, right down to the tournament, which is the best tournament in shonen history. Like it just wasn't done right to me. Where it gets things right, though, is in the performances of the actors and the characters that they're portraying, as well as the action. There are several great battles in this show. I can't take that away from it. And while the acting and the story isn't terrible, like it makes sense, you can just tell it's rushed. So I'll just go ahead and get to the verdict. Yu Yu Hakusho on Netflix, the live version adaptation, for me is unapologetically alright, which is a 3 out of 5. Like, I'm not sure I'll revisit it again, but it was okay for what it was. It's just disappointing. It wasn't bad, just disappointing. So have you seen Yu Yu Hakusho on Netflix? Let me know in the comments. Continue to like, continue to share, continue to follow. I appreciate you. This is Jarius, the Unapologetic Geek, and I am out.